I've been phlegmy these last couple of days. I think it's because of the sudden rise in temperature. Because I'm not feeling any illness at all. But here we go again, just like clockwork. Sure enough, Nardi and the usuals. Well, I was gonna say I don't know. Well, I'll probably get demonetized, but I gotta say it because it sounds like a band name or a punk rock band. Nardi and the Butt Plugs are already at it again. One of the season 2 writers is trans. Oh my God! They're gonna steal my dog and the time just like the timeless children. They're gonna scratch a key on my car side. Okay, here's the thing. I don't even care about all that political nonsense. I don't care if someone is green with screaming pink polka dots. Let me see what they bring to the table before I go, ape shit about it. I want to see, I want to experience the writing. That's all I care about. I don't care who they are. Hell, look at all the stuff they've said about past sci-fi writers and all that. They're kind of weird. I don't know about them. I don't know. Maybe keep them away from the farm animals. You see, it's just like clockwork. Not even 24 hours after they've announced the new writers, they're starting to try to pick apart, the whole. All right. Well, the thing is this: they're like, well, there's a little, this is probably what they're saying. I didn't even watch this thing because come on, the thumbnails kind of give it away, and they always, everybody on YouTube now has to do these extravagant thumbnails to get people to watch their videos, and then all they do is they sit there and rant and complain like they've got a searing case of hemorrhoids or, you know. Oh yeah, also, yeah, Pete Mateague. If you've watched any of the shorts and no, Pete Mateague is not the trans writer. Everybody knows Pete Mateague. All right, Pete Mateague was the guy who wrote all the shorts for the Blu-rays, so he has a grasp of the lore. All those little things with the classic companions and all that. He wrote those, pretty much all of them. All those little clips that you've been seeing pop up. With Ace, Tegan. He even did one for Perry, which is one of the things that the Perry story got really cool in Big Finish because of bungling by the Time Lords and all that, playing with their timeline. They said there's something like 5 Perrys out there now. But they were going with the one, who did marry King Yakarnos and whatnot. Leon. That's a nice name, Leon. Leon. Kind of reminds me of Sergio Leone. That's a cool name. Congratulations here, sis. But once again, I don't care what you do on the side. I don't care, as long as you can write, as long as you're not out there murdering people and stuff, let me see what you bring to the table before I start going nuts. And, I know. I remember joking around back in the days when I was married to, let's just say, she who will not be named, that if I had a child, I was going to give him a dignified name like Armand. And she's like, Armand, are you like, Interview with the Vampire Crazy? And she goes, well, fine then. What's his middle name going to be? I said, Hammer. It took a minute, but you folks out there who are familiar with certain things, you'll know why the second name would be Hammer. Armand Hammer. Yeah. That's a dignified name handle for a kid. Yeah. It was either that or Mason. And she's like, well, what's the middle name then? I go, Jar. But, oh, well. Yeah, me personally, like I said, I just want to see what this person brings to the table. I don't care what what they just as long as they're not out doing crazy stuff like having a Martin Lawrence craze out, you know. uh because they're already sitting there trying to find things to pick apart. And that's the first thing they do, I've noticed, is, well, pick out which writer or any writers, and they'll try to dig up some dirt. And that almost sounds like a name, for what Mike Hammer's kid would have been like. If anyone remembers Mike Hammer with Stacy Keach. That's my kid, Armand. Oh, well. Armand Hammer, Private Eye. I know, one of the funny stories by Bruce Campbell is he goes, you wouldn't believe how many kids, like one day I had a kid walk up to me and he goes, my name's Ash. And I thought he was quoting the movie. He goes, basically, what he got from the conversation was his mom and dad had basically, let's just say he was conceived around that time and they named him after the character. But exactly, it's like, look at how much the Wachowskis gave us. Like I said, I don't care what they're doing. I don't care. They haven't, stolen any goats. They haven't, robbed any liquor stores. They're just out there making sci-fi, and they're making good movies. Well, yeah, they're talking about, they're not saying, that, Doctor Who's gone. It's just they've loved having it there for this long. It's a, but then again, they're going to pick up on anything to continue this self-fulfilling prophecy, because sooner or later, somewhere down the line, the show might be put on hiatus, and then they're going to jump up and go, oh, look, see, I was right. Just like a certain Irishman we all know who, for like, said, Jodie was leaving in the first season, Jodie was leaving in the second season, and then when Jodie left at the end of the third, was like, see, I called it. And I'm like, okay, Nostradamus, why don't you tell me, what, some stock information? It's like, yeah, Parliament of the Daleks. I still can't get over that. Prime Minister, we have a pothole in Sector 5. Oh, gosh. My constituents are getting rather disturbed with it. Oh, God. I don't have my voice, I don't have my sound effect for that. It's like, well, not you. I mean, there's a certain guy we called the Irishman, who had kind of like an official so-called page, that, and then they tried to frame me for, somebody tried to frame me for harassing him and stuff like that by creating a fake account under my name. I remember that. I got a laugh out of that because then I pop up at the end and I'm like, try clicking on his link. You're going to see 0 subscribers. Now, even my subscriber count, while not exactly climbing, is not 0. And yes, I've been around for a lot longer than like a day ago. Well, prices for things are not going to go down overnight. Like I said, I don't really get into the whole politics thing because it's basically become the same thing here in the United States lately. You got to vote for the lesser of two evils. It's not the most qualified person most times now. It's, all right, which one's going to do the most damage? It's like, I know, it's the same thing every time around. It's like, I'm just amazed because there's people out there going, oh, I want self-driving cars and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, you're in a self-driving car. and for some reason that car is speeding. Do you think the car is getting the ticket? Or it screws up and gets into an accident? Who do you think is going to get cited for that? Elon Musk? No. Not to mention, the second they have anything that can successfully self-drive our highways, without incident, look at all the jobs that are going to disappear overnight. You're going to have Johnny Cabs out there. You're going to have robo truck drivers. You're going to, it's just to name a couple off the top of my head. How many people are going to lose their jobs? Which is why I still like to cheer when I realize this ain't working. Well, I think the real reason is RTD was jabbing at you. It was called a simple matter of, I think they wanted to get that filmed under a certain budget, that short. Then again, in some cities, you don't have taxis anymore. You have car taxis. Your car's going somewhere, but you ain't going with it. But okay, I know it's gonna. Like I said, that's why I really, kind of look at things going on with automation, and it's like, start worrying. It's everyone's worried about illegal aliens and this guy and that guy taking their job. Yeah, just wait till frickin' K9 shows up to take your job. Or, you've got a Cylon driving your car. It's like, oh, man. But yeah, I love how many fans though contacted RTD. Like, it's like, dude, don't you have a clue? That wasn't a wheelchair; it was his life support machine. We did it so that somebody out there, is not going to get angry at seeing, folks with disabilities creating massive armies. I tried like I said, people have set up, channels for me, and I keep telling them don't. Then they give me moderatorship, and then later when they realize this just ain't exactly a thing, they quit. I now have like at least one channel that is in existence that I don't think I've even been on, and I don't have the authority to get rid of it. It's just sitting there. And I don't like that stuff. Hell, I had someone curse me out once because I took over another Never-Ending Story on YouTube, and I had one of my own, and they threw a fit. I wanted to save all my stuff for my character and all that, and I'm like, it's my RPG, kiss my ass. I was too busy doing the other one, and I don't like sitting there, taking up space and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't have a problem really with most people out there in YouTube land. It's just some of the things they do. And it's like some of the things, especially, the ones who claim, I was always, you've disrespected me. Dude, if you can't take some criticism, you're in the last place you want to be, and that's on social media. Because even if you haven't done something wrong, someone will find something you did wrong that you don't even know about. Ugh. No, I don't have any hatred for Tharis or anybody, really. It just annoys the living shit out of me when I see the kind of games they play to get viewers. I don't think Tharis does this, though. I'm talking about other folks, with wind tunnel tested hairdos, and then they'll run over, they'll make a big complaint post, and I'm like, yeah, really, that's funny. You were never in my subscriber list, and if you were, it must have been under a fake ID, because I never saw your name there. Yeah, like a lot of people were going on about Cybus Industries and all that. The guy who was in charge of that, and I was like, No, what happened was that was never planned. The actor, and great, I'm going to get killed because I can't remember his name off the top of my head. The actor who played the guy in charge um, had broken his leg shortly before filming, and that's why he was in the chair for Rise of the Cybermen and all that stuff. And that wasn't a planned move. Oh, look at her. She's trying to prompt me off. I know. I see the time because I reset the clock in my car again, and it'll steadily drift back. He said, that's the only complaint really I have about this car is the clock has trouble keeping time. That's about it. Very true. I'm getting tired of that whole thing where my daddy did this, so I'm not going to let you all enjoy it. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, God, what a jackass. Oh, well, I'm going to get off here anyway because it is getting towards 20 till, so I should start making my way towards the door. Remember, be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy your Thursday. It's hard to believe it's Thursday. I have to keep convincing myself it's Thursday. And that tomorrow is Friday. And no, we do not have any work on Saturday this week. So we will not be here on Saturday. Just thought I'd remind you. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out of here.